Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and beautiful freaks of nature of all ages. My name is Reverend Brian Bad Hippie Jackson, and welcome to my channel update. Okay, first item up for bids. Yes, I just referred to and introduced myself as Reverend because I am. I am an ordained minister of the Universal Life Church. I was ordained in September of 2020. And since I am an ordained minister and Reverend is my official title, I am going to begin using it. Um, Now, for the channel update, a lot of different stuff coming up. First thing I'm going to be doing is changing the name of the channel from Bad Hippie. I didn't ever actually get it officially changed to Bad Hippie Multimedia, which is a good thing because I'm not going to be using that title. What I'm going to be changing the name of the channel to is Life According to Bad Hippie. And it is going to encompass a lot more than just video games. Now, speaking of video games have always been a major part of my life. I've been playing video games since video games were invented. I love them. I adore them. I love video games, and I can't imagine a Life According to Bad Hippie channel without video games because video games are such a major part of my life. Um, Unfortunately, I'm still having major issues with my tower. It was working really good, and now I'm having overheating issues. I don't know, something is loose in there maybe. Seth thinks he can figure it out, or he actually thinks he knows what it is. We just have to figure out a time when he's not working and I've got time so that we can get together, tear the computer down, figure out what's wrong, get it fixed and up and running again. Once that computer is up and running again, I will be able to do AAA games without the watermark. Okay, you can see right up there, Bandicam, that's the watermark because on my laptop I've got the free version. I have the full version on the tower. And I'm not going to uninstall from the tower and blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to wait until I get the tower fixed. So until then, I'm using the free version. You're going to have the watermark. Let's see what else. So video games are still going to be a thing, but just unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play good AAA games right now unless they're a little bit older. And so that the laptop, whatever games I play, cannot be over 4 gigs of RAM, or my laptop won't run it. So that's what we're looking at. But we're still going to be doing a lot of video games because I love them. Another thing we're going to be doing is I'm going to be bringing back the Let's Build series. Now, until I get the tower working again, we're not going to be using UDK because UDK will not run properly on this laptop. But it will run very well on the tower. What does run on this laptop is my 2D gaming programs, Game Maker and RPG Maker VX, I believe I have. And so what we're going to be doing is I am going to show you in Game Maker how to make top-down video games and how to make side-scrolling video games, basically platformers. And in the RPG Maker, we're going to take the Sea Vixen. I am going to stop writing the Sea Vixen as a book, and I am going to transfer it into an RPG. And we're going to go through the whole process of building the Sea Vixen as an RPG, and then probably move on into the rest of the Giskin series, because I've got a shit ton of story ideas for that. And so we're going to be doing that. We're going to bring back I'm going to bring back my music, my original music playlist. Sing Along Saturdays will be coming back. And I'm also going to start another music playlist called Bad Hippie's Guitar Method. And what I'm going to be doing that is teaching you how to play guitar. We're going to go over the guitar, what it's comprised of, its bits and pieces and parts. I'm going to teach you basic chord structures, a few very simple lead scales, not a whole lot of that, basically chord structures. And then we're going to start going over cover tunes, a lot of old classic rock, a lot of new rock, mostly rock and roll, folk, the music that I love. But just keep in mind, this is Bad Hippie's Guitar Method, so I'm not going to be showing you how to do these things the way they're written. I'm going to be showing you how to do them the way I do them, because that's me. Another playlist that's going to be coming up is my faith. I am an ordained minister, and so I'm going to have an entire playlist dedicated to my faith, to what I believe, and why I believe it. Now, this is not something I expect people to just go ahead and say, "Ooh, I want to do that too." Nah. Now, your faith is your faith. You have it for your own reasons, and you have every right in the world to that. It doesn't matter to me what your faith is. I believe that all gods are the same God. They're just made apparent to different peoples of different cultures, different races, different environments, in different ways that they can more easily wrap their head around, understand, and comprehend. And so, whatever your faith is, that is your faith. And I respect that. You have every right to have the faith that you have. All I want to do is explain to you what my faith is, what I believe, and why I believe it. Whatever you wish to take away from that is what you take away from that. But I absolutely do not expect anyone to convert from their faith to my faith. This isn't a witnessing thing. This isn't, it's just an explanation. Some other things we're going to be getting into, for those of you that already know it, I fully intend to homestead within the next year. So we're going to have massive playlists dedicated to homesteading and survival, in which I will be teaching you how to do things like build forges. I'm going to teach you how to build coffee can forges using literally coffee cans, plaster of Paris, and blow torches, the little propane torches. You can make a good forge out of that. I'm also going to show you how to make a coal forge and how to use a hair dryer as a bellows, because that's what I'm going to use as my bellows when I make my coal forge. Is I have a hair dryer that I never use, and so I'm going to put it to good use. We're going to get into some basic blacksmithing, into some basic weaponsmithing. We're going to go over all the different tools and weapons that I'm going to be using to be able to self-sustain. I have a bow, I have a blowgun, I have a slingshot, I have a sword, all the kind of stuff that we're going to be using. So we're going to go over all that kind of stuff and do homesteading and basic survival. I'm going to start doing music or movie and television reviews, because I just thoroughly enjoy doing it and I want to do it. I will say, however, that none of my reviews are going to be spoiler free. So just go ahead and expect the spoiler warning on everything I do when it comes to reviews. And of course, video games, and anything else I think of. So those are some of the things that you can expect to see coming up in the near future and the far future, and I will get into more detail about all of those different aspects in their appropriate playlists. I just thought I would do this one real quick to just give you the lowdown as to what you can expect coming within the next year or further. After I get out into the woods and get my homestead set up, the videos will probably not be coming as regularly. It all depends on whether or not I will be able to afford an internet that will reach me wirelessly out in the middle of nowhere, meaning satellite. If I can afford that, then I will do that so that I can just continuously do what I'm doing. If I can't afford that, then the videos will only be coming like once a month when I meander myself into town to pick up my supplies and restocks, and then I'll be able to use the Wi-Fi at the public library to upload videos, right? So that's what you can expect coming up in the next year, and further on down the line, Life According to Bad Hippie. So please do not forget to check the links in the description below for the Disabled American Veterans and the Wounded Warriors Project. Let's please help support our veterans. If you like the video, then hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends and family to hit the like button, subscribe, and share. Please do not forget to leave a comment. They are always welcome, good, bad, or somewhere in between. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate every one of you that has stuck with me through this over the last 4 or 5 years. It's been one hell of an interesting journey so far, and it promises to be an even more interesting journey in the future. Thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you stick with me even further. This is going to be a really cool ride. So until next time, this is Reverend Brian Bad Hippie Jackson saying peace, love, clean underwear, and happy gaming.